Peter, just what did you say about the group? You give up the late goal, but yes, you find a way to win in overtime.
Yeah, I mean, excuse me, sorry. My voice is fading here a little bit. I think oftentimes when that happens late in the game, it can deflate you. But I really liked the way we moved through that game. We knew that we were going to have to handle their heat in the first period, and we took some penalties that are on us. We a couple that we just shouldn't take. And so that kind of fuels them as well. But from the first period on, I thought we got better every minute of the game, or better in the second, better in the third, better in the OT, and played a really solid game. And so if you kind of look at it like that, it's unfortunate they pulled a goaltender. You're a minute and a half away from walking away from it. But the reality is we really liked the way that we were playing the game. And we kind of rode that out into the overtime.
Peter?
Kind of a two-part question, but when did you decide that you were going to have Phil re-enter the lineup? And then two, what made you decide now is the right time to make the change?
He's been, as you guys have seen, he's been working really hard. He was off for a bit. He came back. I thought the staff, medical staff and training staff, and even the coaches, skills coach and assistant coaches, did an unbelievable job over the last month ramping him up for a possible re-entry. And he's been attacking every day to get to that point where we all came to an agreement that time was approaching. And so just leaving that last game with only 1 day's rest, it ended late, and travel down here, really knowing that we don't have the change anymore. We don't have the ability to pick and choose what we want to do. We needed to really try and maximize the bench as much as we could. And this was a perfect opportunity for him to re-enter into the lineup. And kind of like our game tonight, I thought he got better and better as the game went on. I mean, you wouldn't have known that he was off for, for however long it was, 5 months or 6 months. I thought he came in and gave us some real good quality minutes. And that line gave us some really good quality minutes as well. And at times, spent a lot of time in the offensive zone.
Arthur?
Peter, there's not many players that can score a goal like that in such a big spot like Brett does. Just, what do you say? What more can you say about him?
Well, it was a great play by all three of them. Got it into the offensive zone. Like I said, I thought that we started to take back the zone time, and from the second period on, we started to take back chances on them. And so that was real positive for our group, but they were, they scored a big goal to get to that point, to get it to 2. And, just a really nice play off the face-off and a great shot by Laf. And then quick into overtime on their first shift, they were able to, get it in there, pick a puck up out of the corner. And, that's Artemi. I mean, he's got the talent to make that play. And just a really nice play by Trocheck and a great finish by, Artemi.
Johnny?
Peter, this is also a two-parter, if that's okay, but I know you mentioned the first period, and I'm sure you almost looked at it as a positive that it was only 1-0 after them bringing everything they had. But can you also just talk about the message in between the first and second, and then the play of Igor Shesterkin throughout the entire game?
The first period, again, I think we shot ourselves a little bit by taking the penalties, and that's on us. We got to play a cleaner game. And it feeds them, and it fuels their offense. I didn't like the goal because I thought we had a breakdown defensively, and so that can't happen against them with the amount of rubber that they throw at the net. They throw things from the outside, and oftentimes hope for the best, and that's what happened. They had a guy down in front. They threw one in there, and he was able to get the redirect on it. So there's things that we could have done, I think, better defensively. But inside of that, when a team is throwing heat at you, and they are controlling the play like they did in the first period, your goaltender really has to be your best player. And so he certainly was in the first period. He was for the game. He had to continue to make more saves after that. But I think that leaving the first period, we did get out of there 1-0. If you win the second period, then you're at a minimum you're tied going into the third, and that's kind of the message that we went with.
Yeah, I would like to not give up that goal at the end, but I like the way our team stuck with it.
Take me through the winner.
Just got on the ice. Laf noticed that we were making a change, and smart move by him, brimming the puck into the guys coming onto the ice. I think Orlov, puck bounced off his stick, and then I just saw a little bit of daylight, saw Brad crash in the net, and it was a great tip by him.
Can you sum up what your PK has meant in this series?
Yeah, special teams are huge in any playoff series, so we need to continue to play the way we have been.
After going through this in game 2, just take us inside the locker room before the overtime. What was the mood? What's going on in your guys' head?
Yeah, it was just making sure that we're staying resilient, not hanging our heads. Obviously, we don't want to give up a goal late like that, but sticking with it, coming in here knowing that next goal wins the game, and Brett spoke up in the locker room, and then he spoke up on the ice too.
What did he say?
Exactly what I just said.
I don't even know. I just in one moment I felt like, this team is unbelievable. Without me for a whole season, what they did. But I know with me we can be even better. And I love this team. I love these players. I love everybody in this organization. So I just in one moment I just realized that I want to be back, and I did everything for that, and we are here today.
Philip, how do you feel?
When did you think it was possible? When did think it was possible to make a return this year?
I was looking for that for a long time. It was this year was so hard. It was up and down. In one moment I don't even know. It's just one day it just come to my mind, and I just decided like that. Whole team decided like that, and I'm happy they let me in to practice with them, and I had full support of my family, my girlfriend most, and how I said, here I am right now.
How do you feel right now, Philip, after this game? How do you feel just physically, mentally, just going through that first game?
I feel great. I feel unbelievable. That's the adrenaline what I needed in the last 6 months. I didn't have that, so I have to say I was not even that nervous before the game. I was just excited that I'm with the guys in the locker room before the game and getting ready to play this game again, and in this building it's hard to play, and I was enjoying even that crowd against us. I was enjoying everything, so it was a great day, and that unbelievable win for us.
The atmosphere here in the crowd, but I think we managed it well. In the second period, I thought we got better. I thought we got better as the game went on, and they're shooting from a lot of places. So obviously we want to be able to get in lanes and make sure that we stop them from getting all those shots, because they're second opportunities, and there are opportunities for them to get a stick on it on the way towards the net. So obviously we want to do something about that, but at the same time I thought we felt pretty good, and like I said, I thought we got better as the game went on, and this one feels really good.
Nick Alexis, talk about his goal. He's got 3-2 games here, and he's been kind of a lightning rod here over the last few years since he got here. You speak to how he's been playing and what he means to this team, and how he's taking his game to a different level.
Yeah, no, I think it's I think we've been talking about him earlier in the season too. There's always a lot of pressure on these young guys to come in and have an impact right away. But the way he's been working, the way he's believed in himself and really kind of worked worked for his confidence, maybe. I don't know if that's the right term, but just the way he's been able to play and to work, and it's been amazing. Obviously with him and Tro and Brad, has been great chemistry, and they've been playing some big time hockey for us. So that's Laffy's a stud, and I'm happy to have him.
Mika, the same thing, special teams, Igor finding a way to get a clutch goal. It's consistent. It's the way you guys have been winning throughout these playoffs. It's the way you won in the regular season too. Can you just speak to that consistency and how hard it is to do that in the playoffs too?
Yeah, I mean, we there's going to be ups and downs throughout a game. Again, I don't think we played bad first period. We don't maybe play as good as we want to, but I think also, give Carolina credit for the way they come out, and obviously they're shooting a lot, and it's high energy in this building and with that team. So I thought we weathered the storm, and obviously Chessie comes up. I feel like I repeat myself every night when we talk about him, but he comes up big when we need him, I thought we just wanted to keep going and keep building. I thought we did that, and PK came up big, and just time equals.
Speaking of the PK, Mika, just walk us through the goal, and when did you know Chris was in the position to pull the trigger?
Well, with him, I guess the puck kind of squirts out. I think their D-man doesn't really know if he should stand in or back off, and I just get a touch on it. I mean, it could end really badly if he takes that one, but luckily it goes by him. And at that time, I know Chris is always coming with me. So it's just kind of a waiting game to get him up by him a little bit more time, even though he's fast. But and just try to create a lane, and he did a really good job. That's an unbelievable tip, and unbelievable goal from him. So it was a big one. It was nice to get that.
It was awesome. I mean, we're so happy to get him back. I don't know what it was, a month and a half now. Get him back in the fold, get him around the team. Obviously, kind of a long, frustrating road for him. So it's been amazing having him around, and then to have him come in and buzz around out there, have a positive impact, and it's awesome.
Alexei, what more can you say about Artemi and just that, that's a pretty amazing goal to score in that situation in overtime, I would think.
Yeah, it was clutch. He's been amazing for us all year, and keeps it going in the playoffs. So, he's obviously a big player for us, and he's been amazing.
Chris, special teams, 15 kills, 1 shorthanded goal. I mean, just the momentum you got from that unit today.
I think we did a good job with our pressure. On the other hand, I thought they did a better job with their pressure too. So I think there's some things we'd like to do a little bit better on our power play to take advantage of some of our chances.
For either of you guys, just the flow of that game, a lot of penalties. I know, Chris, you kill more penalties than you do, Alexei, but just staying involved in that game mentally with all the special teams that were involved, and you both come up big with huge goals. Can you talk about just the mental aspect of that game with everything going on in it?
You always have to be ready. A lot of kills, a lot of power plays. So, just try to stay ready, and when you go out there, try to play hard and play good.
Chris, you think about it, through the course of the regular season, it was consistent with special teams, Igor getting clutch goals from top guys. It's been that way every game in the playoffs as well. Just the consistency and the challenge of doing that in the playoffs. I wonder if you can speak to how hard that is and the way you guys have been able to do it.
I think it's just process for us. Something that our coaching staff preached from day one in camp. The mentality, the way that we approach the game, the competitive nature of our practices. Obviously, you guys are there every day. You see our little mini games we play. So I just think that's something that's kind of allowed us to continue to build over the course of the year.